Hey, this is Life with Sean Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This video today is about a strange man in her brother's house. Let's watch the video. Part 2 will be included in this video. Just letting you know. Let's watch it.
Recently, when my sister, my brother-in-law, and their kids came home from dinner, there was a strange man in their house. Okay, so they pull up to their house and the gate that they usually leave open is shut. And there's a paint can in front of the gate to keep it closed, which they immediately saw as a red flag. What is going on? My brother-in-law turns to my sister and says, well, maybe it was the UPS guy and he was just trying to close our gate for us after he dropped off some packages. They move the paint can, pull into their driveway, and they do see packages on their front step. So my brother-in-law gets out of the car while the family waits in the car, and he checks the packages. He looks over to my sister in shock. All of his packages are open and everything is missing. He tells my sister, you and the kids stay in the car. He gets his keys out and unlocks his front door, but it's still locked. The top lock, which you can only lock from the inside, is locked. He immediately knows there's somebody in the house who has locked us out. Now they know somebody's for sure in the house, and my sister calls the police while my brother-in-law goes into the house through the garage. Their house is 2 stories, so he walks in, he's on the first story, and he yells, hello? And another man's voice responds, hello? The voice comes from upstairs. So my brother-in-law looks up and he sees a barefoot, bald man looking down at him, wearing my brother-in-law's clothes. Mind you, the police are still not there. My sister is actually on hold with the police station. My brother-in-law springs into action. He commands the man to come downstairs with his arms raised. The man slowly begins to come downstairs as he says, I'm sorry, I thought somebody here needed help. The strange man is now downstairs, standing in front of my brother-in-law with his arms up. And my brother-in-law says, empty your pockets right now. He empties his pockets and there are a few items that belong to my brother-in-law and he sets them down. And then he tells him, now, take off my clothes. The man slowly removes my brother-in-law's clothes. He still had clothes underneath. And then my brother-in-law escorted him out the front door. My sister and my nephews are still sitting in their car in the driveway. So they see this man leave their house with my brother-in-law right behind him. And she's still on hold with the police. The man walks down the driveway and into the street, and my sister puts the car in reverse and starts following the man while she's on the phone with the police. I asked her why she followed him, and she said she didn't want him to escape or to break into anybody else's house or to hurt anybody. The police told her, you need to stop following this man. He may be armed. You never know. So she's following him down the street through this neighborhood, and all of a sudden, he disappears. In the blink of an eye, he walks behind a car, and then he doesn't come out the other side. Just gone. And when they finally returned to their house with the police officers to see what he was doing in there, you're not going to believe it. This story gets even crazier.
First of all, what made you have an idea that this man was going to come downstairs, take off all the clothes that he put on, take all your items out of the Amazon packages, and think that that was okay? And then you going in the house and you telling him to take your... Yo, for real, yo? That's what we're doing now? We got no weapon. We don't know if this man got something in his hand. We don't know if he went into the kitchen, took out a knife, brought it upstairs with him. You don't know any of that. And then your sister goes, and I'm following him so he doesn't go to anybody else's house. I know you're trying to be a good Samaritan, but you got to realize that you got your kids in the car. You don't know if that man could get in your car and try to tell you where to go and hold something to your head, and you traumatizing your children. Like, let's all think this through. I know you're upset that he came into your home and disrupted your living, but still, you have to think about the things that you do before you do it. But anyways, let's watch part 2 now.
Okay, here's part 2. When they got back to the house with the police, at first they checked, is there anybody else there? Clear, nobody else there. Okay, how did he get in if they have an alarm system and all of their doors were locked? They came to the conclusion that he snuck through a tiny window in the dining room. First thing they noticed, the guy had gone to their kitchen and taken a bite out of a slice of bread and just left it there. They also found his socks in the trash can, which were hospital socks. which makes me think maybe he escaped from a hospital. All of their packages were on the dining room chair. One of the packages was a backpack, a kid's backpack, and the rest of the packages were stuffed inside the backpack. They also noticed that he went upstairs, went into the laundry room, and you know the like fuzz in the dryer after you do a load? He took that out and he threw it in the trash can, which is so random. And he went to the master bedroom, went in the closet, and put on my brother-in-law's clothes. He also went into their office and, believe it or not, started watching TV as if he lived there. Early the next morning, they get an alert on the neighborhood watch app, and the guy broke into another family's house down the street, and he stole their dog and their car and took off, which is exactly what my sister was trying to prevent when she was following him through the neighborhood before he disappeared. I'm kind of hesitant on sharing this video because I think the guy is still on the loose. I have to ask my sister what the update is on it. But here's the video of the guy sneaking up to my sister's house and looking directly at the surveillance camera. So here's the craziest part of the story. They found out who the guy is. They know his name, everything. I'm not gonna say it. But when you look this guy up, he used to work for NASA. He's like some kind of rocket scientist or something. So he's not just some loony bird off the streets. I don't know, guys.
I don't know what to say to this. Like, this is very surprising that a guy could do that. And mind you, he worked for NASA. Like, that's crazy. What do y'all think about this video? Comment below. This is Life with Shauna Renee, and more videos are on the way. Bye.